My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Elden Ring. Here in the Perfumer's Grotto outside of the entrance to, and then steel for, Lanedell. Let's actually follow the path to it now. Having fully explored the side of it, fruitfully, I might add. Now we might comprehend the majesty of this city. I've heard about it so very much. I'll even take the main line up. There's something twinkling over here for us as well. Yeah, no, that's just health pots. Don't need those. These side passages are definitely going to have something at some point, though. Keep a close eye on those while we're ascending, at least the left-hand side. I'll do the other on the way down at some point. I think that next tinkle is focus pots in an area we've also already been. Let me hit him. Thank you. Good lord, I didn't think y'all were going to be that difficult. And you rightly aren't. I just need to actually be able to land my weaponry. Yeah, no, that's FP still. The steel is still further up. Anything else? No. There, I think we've basically just got a clear shot. Ooh! Tree sentinel! Sorry, tree sentinels. I'll be right back as soon as I can, but I think you're missing one. Because I only count DOS sentinels. Let's see. One, and that one. And oh! I see. Can I touch this grace, please? Yes, indeed. I'll go back there and I'll end them toot sweet and post haste, but I'd like to make sure that I actually have this first. And you know what? The steel too. I keep running away from it. I probably shouldn't do that when it's in sight. Alright then, tree sentinels. You ready? I think we will absolutely destroy them by this point. Oh, you bucked me out of midair there, buddy. Excuse me? We've actually managed not to aggro the second. That surprises me deeply. Are you still going to frenzy at this point? Because I don't think you got that much more time to do it if you're gonna. I think these are considered a package deal, and unless I kill both of them, neither is going to count. Not a particularly impressive attack for it to have stopped, but got Soul as well. Roll through the damage. Oh my god! The jump hit there didn't work. Oh, I was so ready for it. I figured we'd roll through one giant attack. Obviously, there's going to be a slow follow-up. unnecessary as it turns out. Enemy is felled, and we gain 20,000 for our efforts. We also get the Hero's Rune and the Erdtree Great Shield. Erdtree Great Shield is a weighty great shield forged of gold carried by the Order of Tree Sentinels, heavily equipped knights. Blessed by an old incantation of protection, the living rampart of the Erdtree, the Tree Sentinels, are said to be... Sorry, are the standard to which all defenders of the Erdtree aspire. Unique skill, Golden Retaliation, ready the shield and unleash its protective incantation. This will dispel sorceries and incantations, retaliating with golden power. Requires 30 strength and 12 faith to wield. We're going to be doing that, but there is a Hero's Rune as well. There were once heroes who walked the battlefields, abundantly blessed by the Erdtree itself, who upon earning their honor, simply died. Ooh, hell of a feeling right there. We can actually see the Erdtree on the map now as well. Fingerita Crone up in this direction if I want to continue. There is a mine there. There's also one over here, both of which heavily command my attention at this point. What is going to get us back to Gelmir if not going to Gelmir now? Like this might be a traversable path to get down there. This is also relevant. All right, I said I was going to get the steel for Lane-Dell. But now, map's fair game. I will continue in this area just to go find this mine, because I'm still desperately looking for the ability to get smithing stone 3s and 4s repeatedly. So I'm looking for a bell bearing of the miner's smithing stone bell bearing or something in that area. I can't remember exactly what the first one was called, but it gave us 1 and 2, so now we're looking for 3 and 4. Bunch of pots up in that area. Ah, is that a Lutel Knight? No, it's an Erdtree Knight. Ooh, you're looking potent. You aren't. When I saw these enemies for the first time in Caelid, I was very surprised they weren't powerful, because a lot of things will rock your world in Caelid, but they, not really. Not so much. Oh, so it's at the very bottom of... Okay, how am I getting down there then? Actually, it looks like jumping over that gap, if there is an ability to do so, leads to an area to immediately go down. Let's also just quickly take an early blast. Because we'll probably get a Site of Grace in the area before I need to deal with anything. Yeah, I can jump across this. Whee! Some poison melons down here, looks like. Now, we do know what happens when we throw a poison bone dart at them. No, not these ones. Do they have to be fully poisoned for it to work? Well, it doesn't seem to have done anything, so I'm gonna go with no. Unless they have higher poison resist. I guess it doesn't actually take any poison damage yet, so I have no clue. Where's the... Ah, I was trying to drag that down past it. Got a spring here as well. Actually, this looks like the end. Yeah, it terminates up here. Just make sure there's nothing up in that area that I have to worry about. Just the spring. Fine. So what I'm looking for is like, yeah, holding R2. Hold. No, why did I have to stop doing it literally when it was going to be relevant? Gimme.
Gimme, sweet. Gimme. Stop.
Please, give me invisible. Give me item. Please. Oh, I'm trying so hard. Please reward. God. I guess I'm just gonna stand eternal guard here and wait for it. Seems the most productive I can be. I guess it might be a little easier if I had a faster attack on a weapon, or something that just did an AoE immediately. You are kidding me. God damn it. I needed to clear it out, otherwise they would get... You know what? Horseback is not a good idea. Horseback was incorrect from the very start. I should have known it. Also, I don't need all of that focus anymore. We really ought to have some jump attacks. Much more FP. Probably the soul seal if I had to guess. Alright. Now, where have you gone? That's going to be so slow on the attack. What would be faster? I mean, with the faith that I can actually wield, not that many things. That didn't count, apparently. They don't each have unique methods for taking them out or anything like that, right? They are just invisible enemies that I keep missing. But I am really amazed at my ability to miss these. Like, every single time I've tried to go for them, basically the only ones I've killed have been the ones that have been killed by someone else. I don't have any spells that would be super relevant. I don't think I can just coat the ground in damaging material in any way. Can I? Item crafting. No, that inflicts heavy fire damage, not necessarily consistent fire damage. I also should just mark it if I'm not going to be finishing it. Yeah, you know what? Couldn't get it. Let's try one more time. Yep. I'm just absolutely clueless with respect to those. Last time, one of them that we killed in Caelid, we killed by actually just getting these to do poison damage to it, so that might be an idea. I know what definitely is an idea at the moment. Let's make our way in here and see if this is the right kind of mine. Lost Grace discovered. I think if I pop the hero rune, I might have a level's worth here. Basically just... Yeah. Yeah. None of these are ever going to be a dead end. More, though? None of the rest of these look suspicious, but we're going to have to keep an eye out. And an ear out. The sound is really going to help as well. Sealed tunnel. Oh dear. They've got enough poise that these great axes are bouncing off. That's gonna cause a problem. I think we can use the Visage Shield now. I'm just gonna two-hand it, and that's how we're gonna deal with this whole area. Because it's got decent physical damage, but we don't have to worry about that just yet. Ah, Vulgar Militia, good to see. Take a couple kukri from you, some cracked crystals from the ground. And a well-earned smithing stone miner's bell bearing to I guarantee that was going to come from a boss. That's exactly what I would have thought. Oh. Yeah, you're going to try and burn me. You managed to do it more successfully than for real. Get him. Burn! I mean, I know they're weak to the elemental types of damage, so. Honestly, if I just two-hand one of my weapons, though, that's actually probably already enough. Yeah, it no longer bounces off of them. This is the best way to do it. Which also just means I put the other weapon back in my hand, I just don't use it. Muchly. This one. This. Anything that's an individual tile, distinct from its neighbors. I mean, it's a classic trick to put a illusory wall behind a chest. Ashen Lake, anybody? Pop that light on as well. Ooh, there is a path down, but it's not safely accessible from that side. Oh, no, absolutely, totally is. But it would have been blocked off and then, yes, cousin, or as some say, cause. Smithing stone number 5 again. I mean, like, I'm not mad ever to get smithing stones at all at any point. But the 5s aren't super useful for me right now. I need the 3s. The 3s and the 6s. And then soon after the 7s. Don't get me started on the 8s. Seriously, don't, because I don't need them yet. You're not gonna finish this without a boss. You can't make me leave until I murder someone. Someone must give me their life, or I will stay until I have established squatting rights. There's another militia over on the other side there. Looks like there's actually a path directly at them. I keep forgetting that I can't use my two-handed attack because I'm only one-handing the weapon. Or rather, sorry, I can't use my combo attacks. So instead of blocking in those same instances. And more behind here. Stone Sword Key and nothing. Nothing to boot. I see you out there trying to get the jump on us. I'm afraid I've clocked you from far. Ah, another one of these. That's something I need to start marking as well. Sealed tunnel. You have a... Am I ever going to mark forage like that? I'm running out of these that I've not used at all. I think I have used forage in an underground area, but here I'm going to use it on the above ground to show where those are. Those statues that I don't understand how to deal with or interact with. We know another one of them is here in Stormvale Castle, and we know a third one of them. There's Merchant Gale Ellen. Bugger. I think it's here-ish? That one's a little bit looser. That one's a little bit unsettled, uncertain for me. Is that are they the only ones I've seen? I thought I saw maybe one of them also. You know what? Let's get rid of this one just for consistency's sake. I think I saw one of them underground as well, but I don't remember where. Oh, the Lake of Rot. I forgot about this. We've got stuff down there to do still as well. Oh, our cup overfloweth. So I'd have to get up to get. Hang on. I mean, that's not a lethal fall, right? Yeah, absolutely not. I don't even have the FP to summon Jarite. I'm still doing it. I just want to hang out with him. Hey, buddy. You do whatever you want while I just hang out. Okay? Pearl calling finger remedy, 3 of them. Yeah, he's throwing lightning pots here just through what I think was an oil pot to set up for a fire pot. Yeah, they play strategically. A poison pot? Okay, maybe not so super strategically at all times. Okay, you just tried to make a construct mad. Losing a lot of faith in you, bud. In your brain, not in the rest of you. The rest of you, incredible. The secret behind this? No. I mean, there was the ladder which ascended to heights that I don't think I've been in, but I mean, I checked the most obvious walls. I could go around thumping literally every single one of them, but I think I've done my dewest diligence. So just cop that on the way up, in case I need to use a Bloodhound Step. Very unlikely, but yeah, just in case. This isn't. I guess it leads to there, which leads across to. So that's the way to get up on that layer if we needed to. Boss? Fog wall? I saw some brown out here and I was immediately like, oh, finally, a brown the fog wall. But no, yeah, that's not going to be it. It's going to be the ability to go back up. Let's. Yep, nothing on the underside either. Sealed tunnel. One of these paths has to continue. Again, I'm not leaving until I kill a boss. It's entirely possible that I went halfway through. Yeah. Yeah, this is already continuation, yeah. I was about to say, it's entirely possible I went halfway through something and then was like, oh no, I need to go back. And then just forgot that I did those 2 steps in that order. Oh boy. Bunch of explosives in the area. Fragment. Shit. Yeah. Okay. They are definitely spacing out this entire area so that they have maximum effect. So anytime I think there might be one around a corner, there probably is. And then there's probably another one just for safety. Interesting. I didn't think I was going to be in range of that one. 2 more Old Fang. We're starting to get a decent amount of Old Fangs. Large glintstone scrap. As well as some more rune fragments for us. Sanctuary stone, maybe? No? No? Nope. Yeah, nice try. What? Actually, a nice try. I thought you were just trying to hide the secret wall. Those are... Well, I was about to say they're roots of the air tree, but like, you know, there's roots of the air tree going through the entire area. It's not novel to have just spotted those. An item down on the other side as well, but I am already incentivized to go down this side, so if I'm gonna have to come down here 2 times anyway. Will I? Yeah. Nope. 4 lightning grease. That's incredible. I have been... Basically, every single time I've looked for lightning elemental damage among my toolkit, I have been disappointed by how little remains, and... You know, if I had any, the fact that I would be spending all of it in order to use any of it. This is all to say I didn't really have that much. Number 9. A couple more fraggies. Oh? Have I ever seen an entrance like this before? Divine Tower! Oh, this is the path to this is West Altus. Okay, that makes so much more sense. Onyx Lord? You ready to meet Jarrite? Oh boy. Thank you, Jarrite, for distracting, and my god, you have no poise whatsoever. How did I die to you in the Lake of Rock? Embarrassing. Onyx Lord's Greatsword. Are we still in the Greatsword game? I mean, we could be. 16-inch. No, we're not. A weapon unique to the Onyx Lords, a race of ancients with skin of stone who were said to risen to life when a meteor struck long ago. Onyx Lord's repulsion thrusts the armament into the ground to create a gravity well. In addition to dealing damage, it sends enemies flying away. Hey? Hey? Oh, right, of course, down to my tower. I'd somehow etch-a-sketched immediately and forgotten that's what we were doing. And saw this opening, was like, oh, we're gonna get a vista into Lane Dell? Oh, is this a secondary way to get into Lane Dell? Nope. Probably just walk in. The Divine Tower of West Altus. Do we even know what Shardbearer Rykard is gonna do yet? Nope. We know Shardbearer Rykard is devoid of any benediction, though. No good words does that one have. Certainly not anymore after, you know, the murder. Oh, that little thing. We are a menacing visage. An absolute sight to behold. If I was invaded by this, it would be very difficult because I play offline. But if I played online and was invaded by this, yeah, I'd be threatened. Not because, you know, any meta weapons exist in this build, but more, it definitely has the vibe of, you know, 2 hits, I hit you, hit the ground. Well, 3 hits, sorry. I hit you with one of my axes, I hit you with my other axe, and then you hit the ground. Well, it's more 4 hits when you think about it. 5, actually. I hit you with my axe, I hit you with my other axe, 1/3 of you falls to the ground, another 1/3 of you falls to the ground, followed by the final. I do like the framing of this as well, though, so... There's the... Erd tree perfectly up behind it. Restore the power of the Great Rune. Rykard's Great Rune has been restored. It is a Great Rune of the Shardbearer Rykard. Its blessing restores HP upon defeating enemies. Rykard was amongst the children of Renala and Radagon, who became demigod stepchildren after Radagon's union with Queen Marika. But Rykard fed himself to the blasphemous serpent, Great Rune and all. I wonder if we'll see more information about the serpent that existed before Rykard. Because most of it is contextualizing Rykard as, you know, having taken the power of the serpent, right? And sure, by being vored by it, yeah, that's all fine. But I want to know what made it such a dominating and imposing force in the worlds before that, such that that was like a good decision to do. Altus Plateau! It looks like we've just got something immediately up to the left here. Might even be a church, might even have a sacred tier, so. Let me just send the horse and rider up there. Lightning-proof dried liver, and it looks like Demi-humans we're going to be doing that. Yeah, Demi-humans we're going to be the attack force for the enemies there. Oh, speaking of, the Demi-human sheep. At this point, they have to be deliberately kind of pathetic in battle, right? The Lux Ruins. I wonder if that's going to be a hint that I need to attempt to light the way as well. Let me back off for a second here. I'd like if lock-on didn't give me the spins. So we'll just lessen the amount of enemies on the field. Carefully and slowly. Where is it? The tingle is exceptionally close. I worry that if I move any more forward, it will disappear forever. Rune. It doesn't look like any area here would permit descent. Oh. There's already the fall over there. Hello! Are you a somber stone? No. Art of War. Shield crash. Those don't have lore on, so I imagine I don't super need to go and read that. It shield. I don't shield. I use my arms for shield. And if that doesn't work, I need to flex harder. That's the barbarian way. Oh, hello. Demi-human Queen Gillica. Yeah, they are intentionally weak. We've seen so many Demi-human, like, bosses that were all exceptionally weak, but also had royalty titles. Which makes me wonder about the society. I don't know too much, or at least I can't summon to mind much of my knowledge about the origin of the Demi-humans in this. I think scattered across all the items we've read, we might have a cogent understanding of them, but I don't, like, have that internalized yet. But the fact that they all have, like, ranks of royalty and things like that, suddenly you're starting to wonder about the past society that existed here before, whether it was corruption by the beastly form or or something less reminiscent of Bloodborne. That was a something. That was a something that we picked up. That was sure something. Boy, howdy weren't it. I'll find it one of these days. We do also have a golden seed upgrade we can get. It was a unique item, right? It was a it would be a talisman. There it is. Ritual sword talisman raises attack power when HP is at maximum. A talisman patterned after swords used in ritual combat, held to honor the Air Tree. The practice has died out by the age of King Consort Radagon, but remains of the arenas where ritual combat took place can still be found in every land. I wonder if this might open this. We saw earlier that Are you the monkey sound? No? Oh, right. So they're just emitting that sound to kind of give away their position. Got it. I was kind of worried that Bok was here being tortured, to be honest. Luxorant, so we've already got down into the bottom side of that. Nah. Let's head down to the lower side of this. Not that I necessarily expect there to be any more here for us. I'll take a side of grace, though. If I'm looking for nothing and I find something like that, that is an infinite % increase on return. Down there is... Have I cleared that out? Well, I mean, I can ride through quite quickly and check. There's a carriage over there as well, which is probably going to house an item on its far side. Yep, I haven't been here. Show me usable. Great talisman! It's the first time I've seen not a weapon from one of those. A great shield talisman. Increase the guard boost of your great shields. Just off the cuff. That'd be my assault. Where are you? Great. There we are. Boosts guarding ability, yeah, basically. The Knights of Lanedale once modeled themselves after the Tree Sentinels. Their purpose is to protect that which deserves protection, and thus the shield always comes before the sword. Are you shelling the area? Are you not on their side? Oh, man, I'd love if I could fire that myself, though. Ah, right. So the lower camp is basically just bait. And this upper camp is where they actually are. I see. I like it. Strategic. Back off and go for the in the open items. Oh, I didn't see that one still up there. Troll's Golden Sword. I'll check that out in just a second. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it's a colossal weapon. And it is faith aligned. And it is going to reference an old pact that the trolls had with the lineage of the Air Tree that was broken when instead the trolls decided to ally with the carrion. Right? This is a big, big swing I'm taking here. Frenzy Burst. I also didn't read this. Incantation originating from the Manning Three Fingers, releases concentrated blast of yellow frenzy of flame from the charge's eyes. In times past, every single person who attempted to control the flame of frenzy succumbed to madness after a desperate internal struggle. This incantation is testament to a meager victory. Troll's Golden Sword. It is a colossal sword. It does not use int, which actually does make it really good for me. Sword given to the lesser giants who fought for the Erdtree during the war against the giants long ago. Though they have lost their minds, they stay inseparable from their swords that are in sad shape, such that the gold plating had flaked away. Skills Troll's Roar, look into the distance and let out an intense roar, generating a powerful shockwave that blows back surrounding foes. Follow up with a strong attack to slam the armament down. I mean, it's a colossal weapon, but other than that, it is pretty appealing for our build. Doesn't really have the barbarian flavor to it as much, but it does roar. Kind of barbarian, right? A little bit of a war cry kind of situation going on. There you are. I was looking for who owns all this stuff, so that I might own them in return. I'm feeling exceptionally little payoff from these, though. Just a large amount of consumables. I mean, I guess we did get a talisman and a weapon from the two areas down there. They're just very large chests, basically. If I think of them like that, I think it'll be more settled. Yeah, you really don't look at all like the tree sentinel. It wouldn't have died in that many hits. Nice. And it looks like we did actually already go through and ransack this one earlier. The Lanedale Soldier Greaves, as well as the Lordsworn Straight Sword. Let's actually check out those Soldier Greaves. Greaves worn by the... something. It didn't seem like it had any relevant or interesting lore on it. Yeah, it's sworn to defend the royal capital of Lanedale, rust-worn and stained through unending conflict. Should explain the permanent battlements here. Okay, we had something else that we were then going to go check. Yes, this down here. Yes. Which actually I'm already pretty close to my assumed entrance. Really? Actually, it's actually just barrel down this line. First, let's check the corner down here. Get some nascent butterflies. This is just going to be a through road to the Everjail we discovered earlier, but we've got to take the items along the way at least. That Everjail's still active. Have I not finished it? Because I think this... I did think this as I was looking over the area earlier as well. That there might... Yeah, I think you're a bit... Yeah, you're going to spawn. Before I had the idea of actually marking the bosses that I haven't done, there were a few that I walked away from. Damn it. I didn't think that last one was going to get me. Oh boy. I am so glad we can take out by that second shot there. We can do this. We can do this. Yeah, he overextends by swapping his hands at the very end there. Which we know. We saw it happen a bunch of times in the Godric fight. This is fine, Rolly boy. There we go. Get out of there with the Bloodhound. That'll do it. I don't think I'm going to go and try and pop the gold pickled mouthful for this. Don't be more than 50. Godfrey Icon. And a great enemy felled. Don't even have to mark that one there. What's the icon going to do for us, though? A legendary talisman depicting Elden Lord Godfrey. Raises charge attack power for sorceries, incantations, and skills. Damn. Godfrey was a ferocious warrior. He vowed to become a lord. Sorry, when he vowed to become a lord, he took the beast regent Sarosh upon his back to suppress the ceaseless lust for battle that raged within. I did not see a beast grafted to him. So was the origin of grafting in the Golden Line born out of the joining? Was that was Godfrey, right? The enemy might not have been Godfrey, but we got the Godfrey icon. Yes. But I don't think that enemy was Godfrey. That was like Godfrey or something like that. Like their name was slightly different. Honestly, I saw a similar amount of letters and I was like, yeah, it's Godfrey, right? But they all kind of have a name like that. A little bit evocative of, you know, the whole they are gods thing. I think I'm going to take the quick port back to Altus Plateau. And then in the next episode, we're going to go check that other area down in order to find that mine. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Elden Ring. Series playlist up in the top left. YouTube recommendation down below. Streaming past the names of people so generously supporting Republic on Patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out of the thanks here, and a special thanks this episode to John. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.